Hi everyone, I'm Zoe, aka Gayer Homer, and I'm the writer/director of Ilium. That means that this whole thing was my idea, and if you absolutely hate it, I guess you can blame me, but please don't hate it. So I've been watching literary-inspired web series since the Lizzie Bennet Diaries in 2013, and I read the Iliad for the first time in 10th grade, and ever since then it's really been calling to me as a text that craves the modernized queer treatment that literary-inspired web series so often give to classic literature. So I guess ultimately the two people who are responsible for this show happening are Homer, who's not real, and Hank Green, who very much is. I started writing the show my first year of college, so 3.5 years ago, and I started casting it 2 years ago now, maybe actually a little more than 2 years ago, but life intervened, things happened, and the production got delayed, and now here we are, making the show in a pandemic. And it's been inconvenient in some ways, but in others, it's really given us the opportunity to actually make this show happen. We're not constrained to only current students at my college, so we have people on in the cast and crew who are from all over, and that's super cool. And actually, we've got cast members who are people I've known since week 1 of college and are some of my closest friends, and we have people who I met when they showed up to audition and everything in between. There are people with extensive acting experience, including in previous web series in a couple cases, and there are people where this is really their acting debut. A lot of them are musicians or stand-up comedians, which is just really giving a whole extra dimension to things, and I'm just so glad to be working with so many talented, interesting people. I think there are a lot of other people I could thank who aren't directly working on the production, but I will leave that for after the show has aired. But there's a lot that I'm looking forward to. There's a lot that I'm really hoping people will like. I know that most of you will be here for the Patrick Hillies content, and I absolutely get it, because they're the reason I decided to adapt the Iliad in the first place, because there's such an iconic queer relationship, and they never seem to be done justice, and that is so frustrating. But the Iliad isn't just the story of Achilles. It's the story of the city of Troy, and of Hector, and of Helen, and even Agamemnon. And the gods, even though we're not adapting them maybe in the way you would expect. And I guess I'm really trying to, I've tried to make this an ensemble piece rather than something that focuses on a singular protagonist or hero or relationship. And so I'm hoping that you'll come for Patrick Hillies and you'll stay for the other stuff. And if you came for the other stuff, then I'm so happy to have you. There is one episode in particular that I'm really excited for people to see. I think it's sort of my crowning achievement to date, and it is actually Patrick Hillies centric, and it's something that I just wish I saw more often in my media. It's also a piece of absolute chaos that features some fantastic contributions from various cast members. I'm hoping you'll know it when you see it. So, yeah, stay tuned. Watch Ilium coming in a couple weeks, and I'll see you then.